Major Adam Lee III, that's Adamlee the third. We're here today to refocus some attention on one of our open cases from the latter part of 2016. On October 18th, 2016, Ms. Tychika Hefflin was returning to her apartment at 200 Harwell Place Northwest at about 6:30 in the morning. She's affectionately known as Pinky. Her relatives wanted me to make sure that we gave her a nickname because they loved her very much, and that's why they're here today, because we want to get the public's interest to see if we can find out who ended her life. As I said, she was returning home, and it appeared that a four-door Toyota, maybe Corolla vehicle had pulled up and was waiting for her as she walked towards the breezeway towards her apartment. A young man jumps out of the vehicle from the passenger side and runs in her direction. He returns like a few seconds later, appearing to be holding her purse at the time. So we don't know if it was an intentional situation or was it a situation where he was just trying to rob her and something went wrong. But either way, he shot Pinky, and now she is deceased and no longer with us. The suspect ran back towards this vehicle, jumped in the vehicle, and they drove down Harwell Road away from the scene. The video doesn't show the person's face, but we want the public to pay close attention to the clothing, his mannerisms. He was wearing a hoodie as he approached, and then the hoodie was off as he ran back towards the car. So we wanted you to pay close attention to his clothing and how he ran, anything that you might be able to pick up that may help us to identify this person. Ms. Hefflin was the mother of a young son who will not be able to grow up with the love and affection of his mother. So if anything, please think about that when you think about coming forward and letting us know who did this. The Crime Stoppers number is 404-577-8477 or 404-577-TIPS. Ms. Belinda Harrison, Ms. Hefflin's cousin, would like to say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of my family, we're asking, like any family that loved their family member, we're asking for justice for Tychika Hefflin, known as Pinky. She was a member of our family who was violently killed, and we want to make sure whoever killed her is brought to justice. We want to see the face of this person, and we want to make sure that he's not on the street taking another life. So we're just asking for justice. That's all we're asking for. And closure for our family.
Are there any questions for Major Lee?
Yeah, Major Lee, can you recap for me just a second? You said that she was walking to her apartment. The video shows the person approaching her and then running back with a purse? Is that it?
Yes, the passenger of the vehicle gets out and walks her in her direction. And then shortly after the incident, he runs back towards the vehicle carrying what we believe was her purse. Then they exit the parking lot. So you won't see the part where she's actually walking, but they were actually there waiting as she was approaching. So we're assuming that maybe they were watching her as she walked down Harwell Road, and they pulled into the parking lot and stalking her, in essence.
You think she was the intended target?
Yes, I believe that she was.
Not just anybody, but her.
No, I think she was an intended. It was 6:30 in the morning on a Tuesday morning, so there weren't many people out. It was still dark, so she would have been easily. It would have been easy for them to single her out as a pedestrian walking down the street that time of morning, and it appeared, like I said, it appeared that she was targeted. We did, at the latter part of last year, we had several incidents involving women that were victims of carjackings and robberies towards the end of the year. We don't know if this incident is connected, but we find it odd that it was about that same time where Ms. Hefflin was robbed and killed that we had these other incidents involving women. So again, if anyone knows anything about anyone potentially targeting women for crimes towards the end of last year, even if it's not connected, we would like to at least see and put that in our investigation.
But the MO is kind of different here, because they went for the purse, you seem to think, than in the other.
Well, she wasn't in a car, so you couldn't carjack her.
Yeah.
But like I said, we had several women towards the end of last year that were victimized
And
in
you
some
also
form or
mentioned that
another.
we didn't get a shot of his face.
Right.
There's some other things that you think the public might be able to identify with.
Yes, I mean, if you didn't know this person, then you wouldn't be able to recognize him. But people who see this person every day might recognize the way he walks, just the way his mannerism, the way they carry it. We all have our own idiosyncrasies, and we do things that we don't notice that other people do notice. So we're hoping that someone can see this video without even seeing this person's face, may recognize that part of that person, their walk, their mannerisms, or anything that might ring a bell and say, hey, that's that guy, I know that guy.
The person who drove away, did we get any shot?
No, we don't have an image at all of the person that's in the driver's seat.
Have you been able to determine where she was coming home from?
We don't know for sure. It could have been the store. I believe there's an all-night store close by that would have been open that time of morning, so she might have been returning from the store or anything. Like I said, it was a weekday, and so early in the morning that there was not a lot of people out there. Unfortunately, we wish we would have had someone actually maybe leaving, going to work or something that may have seen something. But so far, we haven't been able to field any tips, and we would like that at this point.
Nobody heard shots or anything?
Well, there was someone that did hear a shot. We do know that happened about 6:30. Her body wasn't discovered till about 7:15. So we are assuming that she laid there for about 45 minutes before the first person discovered her.
Was her son at the apartment when this happened?
I'm not sure about that. I don't have to answer
Can we
that
go ahead
question.
and run the video now?
Yes,
Let's do that.
yes.
Took your loved one's life. I mean, what are your thoughts?
I mean, I want that person caught. I mean, that's why we're here today. I mean, because he was bold. Obviously, he's probably done it before, and if he haven't, he will again. I mean, that was just cold and heartless.
Brazen.
Yeah,
It appeared that she was targeted.
that's what it appears to me. I mean, that's definitely. I mean, she carries a big black purse like that. We all know her purse when we see it. You know.
How hard is it to watch that video?
It's my first time seeing it, so it's a little hard. It makes me mad, of course, you know. My cousin is no longer here, and this is the person that did it. I want to see his face. Yeah,
Okay, thank you, everybody.
thank you.
That'll be it.